Happy Friday.
Here we go. And it's going to be like 91 today.
Yeah, it's going to be super nice.
Yeah.
So my parents went to Arizona and they're like, sure, we go to Arizona when it finally gets into under 100 degrees here. Now they're in Arizona, it's like 113.
Are they in Arizona right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be warm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How was in the park last night?
Okay. I've never been to concert in the park before. This is my first time. It was a
I
lot
know.
of fun. It was
How
so much
was
fun. Okay, so the Modesto area disc golfers set up like this little drum circle on the other side of the tennis courts when I first got there, right?
Uh-huh.
Which was super cool. I want to be a part of a drum circle, but I don't have the confidence to stay up with the, like they do, right? So I just kind of sat and watched. So we all took a picture afterwards, and then I saw, like you mentioned yesterday, you said you're going to see a bunch of people that you know.
Yes.
And like within 5 minutes, I heard Ian. I looked over as my friend Lisa. I'm like, Lisa, I haven't seen you in years. Oh my god!
I told you.
So we did that. We hung out. The disc golfers brought out a grill and made tacos. We had a taco night out there. There was another guy that brought out. Have you ever seen a beefly? Beefly?
No.
Neither have I. It is a thing that when you're camping, it hooks up with propane. It cooks an individual steak perfectly. Like it's pretty awesome.
Beefly?
Beefly or beefer? I can't remember.
It's got to be beefer because when I look at beefly, it looks at beefly.
Okay.
Beefer?
Oh man, now I can't remember.
Dang it. Okay. So what does it do? It cooks the whole. Cooks an individual. There is a beefer grill. The original beefer grill.
Just a little tiny box, right? A little tiny. Yeah. So we had these dudes behind us, and I looked over and I'm like, hey, I don't know who you are, but I'm today years old when I realized I need a freaking beefly in my life.
It's a beefer. That's cool.
And he just had little tiny Coleman propane gas hooked up to it. It was really cool.
I can share this. Let me see if I can share. See, we need a syndicated show, so they just send us these things.
Right. So yeah, so I'd never gone to concert in the park, and my first time out there, I had tacos. I watched people cook steak. I saw some old friends. So the one on the left, the one on the far left is the
little baby one. I'm assuming. Okay.
Yeah.
And it just cooks it in seconds.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool.
It's 1,400 degrees Fahrenheit. 1,500 degrees.
So I looked over and this guy just had this little tiny pop-up table, not even like a full table, just a table big enough to hold that little beefer. And he was just cooking steaks.
Whoa, that little one's $700.
Yeah. Well, the one he was using looked like it may have came off of Amazon and was maybe a little bit less.
So does it plug in?
No, it just runs off of a little tiny Coleman, like your lantern tank.
Really?
Yeah.
And how quickly at 1,500 degrees, how quickly did he put the steak in there, take it out? That could have been more than 2 minutes. No,
it was quick. And they were in and out real quick. And it was so good. It was so good. So to recap, I played disc golf in the park. I watched a drum circle in the park. I ate steak in the park. I ate tacos in the park. And I watched like 2 or 3 songs.
So you're getting out. You're doing things. I'm proud of you.
I did things. Yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. So I made some new friends. I met some new people yesterday. And I did this thing.
So off the air, and I don't know if we talked, and unless it's work related, crowds kind of, you're kind of introverted when it comes to crowds. Unless
I get a lot of high anxiety, and I've got a lot of stuff from when I was younger where it makes me think that people are thinking
like
of me a different way.
Invited, and I'm like, your buddies invited you.
I know.
Go out there. Everybody's gonna already, because they haven't seen you in a year. People are gonna already. I used to go every week. The people out there know our show. I was like, go out there, make some hands. And then as soon as you see a friend and they invite you to their blanket, go.
Well, and that's just it. Is I had a blanket already reserved for me. So, but that's the thing.
Friends.
So I'm doing this thing right now. You know how people, and I'm saying this on the stream to hold myself accountable because I started it last night. So you know how people, like when they start these, like you started 6 years ago, you started your single life journey, you started your thing that you were doing, right? So if I'm being 1,000,000% honest, right? I had no intention of doing this 4 minutes into the stream. I promise you. I'm just, whatever. Let's go with this. If I'm being 1,000,000% honest, I'm not handling my divorce very well. and I'm having a hard time moving on. Not moving on from like being in love and being in a marriage, but moving on from having a family, and now I don't. So I'm trying really hard to step outside of my comfort zone, because my comfort zone is my social circle was my wife and my kids and a couple of friends, and that was it. I didn't like to leave my home. I like to go and do the things we had to do for work.
We've also open that both of us, if we stay at home by ourselves, we get in our own heads. So if you're at home by yourself, it's just making you crazy.
So when you talk about like mental health awareness and anxiety and all of those things,
that's what he's saying, Steve. He's already got this under control.
So like when you talk about those anxieties and stuff like that, for me and I think for you too, those anxieties are like magnified by 10, right? And so now that I don't have my social circle, which was my marriage, and I have to go out and do these things, I've spent 6 months not doing these things, because every time I get ready to do those things, I find 17 reasons why I'm not going to go do those things. And they have nothing to do with anxiety, but it's all around anxiety. So yesterday I hit up this guy, Brett, who every single week when I go out, he like grabs me and like yanks me, and he's like, I'm not letting you sit on the outside. You have to stand here with me and talk to these people. And so I didn't hit him up yesterday and say, I'm worried about going. I just hit him up yesterday and said, hey, what time? And he said 7 o'clock. And then he's hit me back with, attaboy.
Good. Who is this guy?
His name's Brett.
Tell him I said thank you, Brett.
So it's this weird thing. It's this weird thing where like on the stream and on the radio and in person and whenever we meet, I'm good. But then when I sit here and I talk about it and I think about it and I'm by myself, my eyes get tingly. I start to well up a little bit, because like it's just one of those, you get overwhelmed, you know?
But you're getting past it. So what are you going to do this weekend?
But yeah, so you're getting past it. So this weekend, I'm going to start a journal this weekend.
Good.
And the journal is going to hold me accountable, and I'm going to set little goals that I'm not going to share with anybody but myself. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to disc golf like crazy this weekend. And then on Monday, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to business the heck out of my life.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. So, my situation, even though I've been single 6 years, I never do anything freely. Like I kind of wait around. Like there was a guy who was in and out of my life, or like, what are they going to be doing this weekend? And I have that weekend open, but maybe they're going to want to do something, or maybe, and now I'm just like, I'm doing it. And then I have a friend like Jamie. So a month ago, she's like, I have this weekend open. Do you want to do something? And this weekend now. And I was like, yeah, she goes, let's do it now. Let's book it now. So I finally have friends, and I'm like, I'm doing this, and then I'm going to be gone in Oregon all next week, and then I'm in Vegas for a couple days with no schedule, with nobody telling. Like even today, like I thought we were going to be in San Diego until Sunday, but we're going to be in San Diego until Monday. So I'll be doing the show from San Diego on Monday.
That'd be awesome.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to Oregon on Tuesday. So as soon as I get home from San Diego on Monday, I'm dropping Jamie off, and then I'm going to just flip around the next morning and drive to Oregon. And now I wish I just would have packed for the whole time. But at the same time, I didn't freak out. I was like, oh, we're staying an extra day. Like, I don't have anybody to answer to. My kids are with my dad. Jamie and I always have a blast together. So I'm like, cool. There's another day. And I'm going to ride or die it.
And that's, I think I was excited about that. I just don't think I was ready for that freedom then, you know?
Yeah.
So I remember one time our boss called us.
For what it's worth, even though what you're going through, and I know you hide a lot, you still look happier even when you're hiding things now. Like I could tell before that you were hiding a lot from me and that you just talk to me when you're ready. But now, like, even though you have a lot of emotion, because I know you're my best friend and I could tell, there's a different glow about you than there ever was before.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what? And maybe there is for
everybody. Having more fun together, and this is really about me. So,
when you get to San Diego, are you going straight to the beach, or are you guys going clubs and cars and lounges?
Jamie and I don't do clubs.
Okay.
We're doing cideries, wineries, and food. So I'm driving down there in the Jeep, and she's going to. I've been all week sending her a bunch, but she works. She is our friend Jamie. She runs the Magnolia Preschool. If you need to get your kids into a preschool, they have a great program. Check her out.
My kids went there.
Yeah, she's great lady. She's gonna sit in the passenger seat and go through the map and like see like our best like route to hit every cidery, because now we have so there's a chicken shack there. Like I told you guys yesterday, I really have to be good about being gluten free, and I love my fried chicken. So her friend mentioned this fried chicken place, and I'm like, oh, Jamie, I told you I have to be gluten free this weekend. I'm not trying to kill our weekend. I look it up; they have a whole gluten free fried chicken menu, and I go, oh, we're going there. And then we found a cidery that has like bougie tapas, but then we can get cider flights. And neither one of us are big beer drinkers anyway. So we were going to do breweries. And I'm like, do you mind if we do cideries? Because I can't. She's like, hell yes. So we're going to map it all out. Yeah. And then
a blast.
The high is going to be 77 and I forgot a jacket. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. We're going to have to go shopping.
Oh,
I'm so
retail
excited.
therapy.
I'm so excited. And then next week, I got a room for 3 nights in Oregon. My kids are going to be in Oregon. And their dad's girlfriend offered for me to stay there. But I go, how about I get a room? And then you could leave the kids with Joe and you could come stay a night with me one night. She's all done.
I think it'll be a blast.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Good. I hope
what do you want from San Diego? If I go to San Diego and find anything like, you don't need to tell me. I know you well enough to know that if I'll see something that I'll know it's for you. It's got to be Argyle or some shit.
Argyle is cool. But I want something weird to eat. Like one of those little $2 impulse buys where it's like you can only find it there. Like a tarantula or something. I don't know.
Did people eat tarantulas? And I let them. And I'm like, that's an $8 freeze dried ice cream. Whatever. If that's I'm the same way. Like I like to try new foods too. Whatever. I've spent $8 on worse things.
Right. So like $4 on a tarantula to eat. Whatever. When are you ever eat a tarantula again?
All right, Jamie and I'll look for something for you. How tan do I look?
Very tan right now. It's awesome.
Doesn't it?
You're gonna kill it.
Jamie this morning, she goes, "Oh, we need a tan all the time. You look gorgeous." I'm like, "Thanks, Jamie."
Yeah. You're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it out there. San Diego doesn't know what they have coming.
No. Have you set up your Instagram
for
your disc golf? Because I got my Instagram and I thought we could give our handles out right now.
Oh! Well, I didn't really explain the whole journey thing yet.
I thought we did a couple of weeks ago that you're going to start doing disc golf stuff on your Insta.
That was a couple days ago conversation. Yes, no.
Okay.
Let's see here.
We wouldn't need to talk about it. I just realized right now that was a private conversation.
No. It's totally cool. I got a thing I'm doing. I'll talk about it a little later.
Mine's Madden Uncorked, and Jamie and I, Madden Uncorked on Insta. We're going to document our whole weekend.
Okay. I haven't come up with a really cool handle yet, but I'm on it.
Okay. Well, I think for your handle, what's your handle on Insta now?
Ian E. Riley.
Why don't you keep that?
I guess I could. You know what I was trying to go for on this, like without giving away.
I wouldn't do it just about radio. I wouldn't do it just about disc golf. I wouldn't do it just about divorce. I would just do like your name.
Okay.
That you can make it everything you want it to be. I don't know. And then if something happens and you follow one and he starts getting sponsorships or whatever, you can always change it.
This is true. Pivot halfway through.
Pivot. Yeah. There's a cool website called 99 Designs. I paid for it on Black Friday though, so I got like half off. So 99 Designs, if you want a logo made, is the process is just cool. So I sent them, I was like, I'm a radio personality. I'm female. I want raspberry pink and gold in my logo. I have crazy red hair. My name is Madden. I would like the Madden thing to be dominant. And so you send it and everybody from 99 Designs. So there's like 100 people will send you their design. You choose 5 that you like the most. 5 that you like the most. Click on the 5 you like the most and then write every single one of those and tell them what you want them to change. The color, the size, this, I want it a little bit more round. Then out of those 5, they all send it back and then you go down to 2. Choose 2. Send it back. This is what I want. Boom, you get your exact logo. And that's how my Madden logo came about.
That's actually
And my Madden logo couldn't be more like me. It's pink. It has a gold crown. It has an M in the middle with curly hair.
I think it's pretty awesome.
And the process is cool.
How long did it take to get your logo?
2 days.
That's not bad.
No, as soon as you send it in there, your email is full because they're all fighting for that money, for your money.
Okay.
So they'll make every change you want them to make. And then they send me a zip drive of my logo in every color as a GIF, as a PDF, as a JPEG, with whatever those squares are in the background so that you can put it on like, I don't know, people know what those things are. I don't know.
It's a transparent background.
Yes. They sent me a green one for St. Patrick's Day. They sent me like a black and orange one for Halloween. And then I have it in a zip drive and I own it forever. So
That's awesome.
I couldn't find mine the other day. I thought a friend stole it to be out of spite. I couldn't find my logos anywhere on my computer. So I logged back on to 99 Designs, which I haven't done in 4 years. And there it is. Download again because I own it. I paid for it. And then it's automatically trademarked. Nobody else can use it.
Huh. I like that. Okay.
Everything.
All right. I'm going to get on that then.
Cool. It's cool.
Okay.
So when you decide exactly what you want to do, I told them I'm a radio personality, and it's the process is cool.
I like that. Okay. I'm in.
Worth the money to me.
Absolutely it is. I'm not a designer. So
no. And then every time we hit somebody up and then they do you a favor and then you don't like it, and then we feel bad because we didn't like it. Like when we wanted to change our Madden and Riley logo, I almost just paid my own money and wrote them because then otherwise somebody makes it and then we hurt their feelings that we didn't like it, Can I
ask you for a favor?
Yeah.
Can you take down the comment that says I need more friends? It looks like I don't have any friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you just staring at that this whole time?
No. I just saw that. I'm like, oh, it looks like
you and I
friends.
Have a ton of friends. We do.
I know. Totally.
I don't think people understand. And I know, oh, you're just DJs. No, we're not. We're personalities, and we've been doing this a long time. It's hard to trust people. It's super. Do they want us for business reasons? Do they even want to be our friend? When it comes to dating, are they coming after me just so that people know who they are? Like, it's hard for you to trust people. So I understand why it's hard for you to get out and put yourself out there.
Well, that and just generally being in my head, which is like one of my superpowers too. Like we're really good at all that, right? Like,
see, I'm in my head. Everybody likes me. You either like me or you don't like me. You like me or you don't like me. That's the
I want to go to San Diego this weekend. Is what I want to do.
There's no gray area with me.
I want to go to San Diego this weekend.
Take your night out in Sonora? Not yet.
No, we did a night out at Old Town earlier this week. We pre-gamed Sonora with Old Town.
Oh, Old Town is, but don't you feel now that you could go into Old Town without me and still like be chill?
Old Town was great. Oh my God, that was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a night like that in so long. That was so much fun. I love that. That was like legit. Like you were. I was leaving. You're like, are you sure you had a good time? I'm like, yes, I had a really good time tonight.
We had such a good time. I was staying at my parents that night, and I got home, and my mom's all 9:30. You guys stayed out late. I figured you and Ian would have been lights out by 8 p.m.
Oh man, no. In fact, last night, I guess the perception is that we go to sleep at like 7 or 8. I know you go to sleep pretty early. I was out last night. I was in the park. And it was like 9:30, and I was talking to our friend Lisa, and she goes, 9:30, you've got to go home and go to bed. I'm like, girl, I have avocado chocolate ice cream in my freezer when I get home. I'm not in bed until 11:30 tonight.
Oh, is it our friend Lisa from the other radio station?
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
You know, up in Murphy's when I was working at that bar, everybody who came up and knew I was from Modesto, I swear her name was mentioned more than any other human in the valley. Do you know Lisa? I'm like, funny thing is, yes, I do. Yeah. I love that woman. She is awesome.
She's been in the Valley in radio for like 25, 30 years, something like that. Like last night I talked to her, and she was she's been around long enough that when I saw her last night, we were talking to our friend Juan, and she goes, I know this guy since he was a baby, since he was 20 years old, and come in the building, and everyone's like, here comes the guy that smells like he was drinking all night last night because he's 20 years old, coming in the building. He's been here since he was a baby. And I'm like, aw. I love her. She's so awesome.
Were you around her? Did you hear the story about her at a parade where she didn't like one of the floats, so she like rolled up to it and started hitting the side of the float?
Yep. Don't get in her way. You know what? If you and her ever together were like both angry at the same person together at the same time in the same room, get out.
Get out.
Go. Run for your life. If there are hills, run to them and then keep running past those hills. Go where there's no Wi-Fi.
I'm proud of you for getting out of the house and getting out of your comfort zone.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to do more of it. I had so much fun getting it first. I'm going to try it again. What's that?
Do more of it this weekend.
I was going to. I did have a disc golf tournament that I signed up for this weekend that I actually pulled myself out of, but only because everybody that I played with said, hey, for this one, probably not a good tournament for you. So when we get off, I'm going to sign up for another one that's in August. So I've got a couple tournaments coming up that I normally like. I wouldn't do these things, but I'm gonna do them just to do them. You know, I really like I hate talking about this because I feel like I sound like a sad sack, but I'm not. I'm just doing things I'm not really comfortable doing, and I'm just trying to do things that I normally wouldn't do. Is all I'm doing. You know.
Thank you. Men usually don't. Men usually never talk about what they're going through. And I know, even though Joe and I both knew it was time for us to split, he was in a really dark place during our divorce. And I think as a man, he didn't know who he could talk to. So I think it's very important that you're opening up about your true feelings. And I'm proud of you because most men wouldn't do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you very much. And I think you deserve to.
And I want to
do it. In the mouth who makes you feel otherwise.
We're going to do it, and you're gonna have a fun time in San Diego. You're gonna be bringing me back something fun, weird, or something
and
fun.
Anybody watching this, that wasn't a threat. That's just me talking to my bestie. Stop.
I hope you have a great time in San Diego. I really do.
I really need it. I need
fun.
With my girl, she's ready. Her man is out of town for the weekend, so he's like, "What's this hot girl summer thing mean?" And I'm like, she's not gonna be out. Hot girl summer means we do what we empower. It's an empowering thing, you know.
Yeah.
And Making Stallion came up with it years ago, and then we didn't get to do anything last summer, so we're bringing it to this summer. We both have. She has 4 bathing suits packed. We don't even know if we're gonna have time to go to the beach. I have 4 pair of sunglasses in my purse, you know, just in case. Just in case.
I love it. I think it's going to be awesome.
We're so. Oh my God! I can't believe I haven't showed you. Let me show you this real quick.
Okay.
You're gonna die. Look what we got. I talked about these on the show. We have our own man parts to go potty. So this goes around the girl part. And it's so funny. It comes with instructions. It comes with instructions to let you know that you don't squat while you use it. You use it like a pee-pee. You point and shoot. And so you can even use it if you don't want to squat in a toilet. I didn't even think of that in a public toilet. So I finally, for the first time in my life, get to stand while I go potty. I'm not going to put it right on there because that's going to be real gross, but we both have our own.
I would like you to urinate into a trough, just like the rest of us. I
will. Don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. I'll go into a men's bathroom and urinate into a trough. I'll put
the one thing. Okay. I'm going to go on a little rant here, recognizing that there has been a tremendous unfair power balance for
that women
centuries.
Are allowed in the men's bathroom and men are not allowed in the women's bathroom?
No. I'm just going to say, tongue in cheek, because I know this isn't true. This is like the one thing we had. Right? Hey. When we were in the forest, we were hiking, we were out, we went behind a tree, we could do it easily, and nobody said that was ours. It was ours.
Hey, my friends have been telling me to put my pee-pee away for years, and I'm gonna be like, well, why? I get to whip it out now. Woo! We were having sword fights last night. She's like, you bought 2? And I go, well, I figured we don't want to share one.
This is all we had.
All right, you guys. We'll see you at 8 o'clock. Bye.